It starts with a whisper, a seed in the mind, a doubt that grows louder, stealing your time. You're not enough, it says you'll never succeed, but I've learned how to silence that voice with my creed. I've fallen in prison, I've lost and I've gained. Every bruise on my soul is the proof that I've trained. This is me versus me, no one else in the ring, and I'm ready to fight till I hear the bell ding. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly flawed. Every step that I've taken was worth every scar. I'm done with the fear, the lies in my ear, the shadows that kept me bound year after year. Now I see the light breaking through the rain, turning every doubt into strength, breaking chains. Breaking chains, I'm rising up strong, turning all my doubts into fuel for this song. They can't hold me back, I've claimed my name. The voice in my head will never be the same. Breaking chains, I'm free to believe in the power within, in what I can achieve. This is my fight, my story, my reign. I'm breaking chains, I'm breaking chains. You've gotta lose to learn, stumble to climb, a doubt that grows louder, stealing your time. You're not enough, it says you'll never succeed, but I've learned how to silence that voice with my creed. I've fallen in prison, I've lost and I've gained. Every bruise on my soul is the proof that I've trained. This is me versus me, no one else in the ring, and I'm ready to fight till I hear the bell ding. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly flawed. Every step that I've taken was worth every scar. I'm done with the fear, the lies in my ear, the shadows that kept me bound year after year. Now I see the light breaking through the rain, turning every doubt into strength, breaking chains. I gotta lose to learn, stumble to climb, face the darkest moments to find the shine. I've doubted myself, let the fear dictate, but now I see doubt, it's just love and debate. The voice isn't my enemy, it's my chance to prove I can grow, to rise and advance. I've seen the bottom, now I'm reaching the top, and the climb doesn't end till my heartbeat stops. So bring the doubts, bring the storms and the pain, I'll turn it all into strength unchained. Breaking chains, I'm rising up strong, turning all my doubts into fuel for this song. They can't hold me back, I've claimed my name. The voice in my head will never be the same. Breaking chains, I'm free to believe in the power within, in what I can achieve. This is my fight, my story, my reign. I'm breaking chains, I'm breaking chains. You've got to lose to learn, starts within.
Together we face this incessant fight, challenging a past we can't erase, replacing it with hope for a better place. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away, looking back somewhere we cannot stay, breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or is past is done and gone. It's time to grab the reins and move on. We'll face this world, but not alone. This new family is now my home. The day is done, so I lay down my head. Who can say what's up ahead? It doesn't matter, nothing's set in stone. And whatever may come, I'm not alone. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away. Looking back somewhere we cannot stay. Breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or we'll be free. Oh.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. God, I love that. I love that so much. Now, let's go ahead and get back with the rest of the chains over here. What's up, guys?
Hello, hello.
I
Good evening.
Everybody.
Yes, we have the bird buddy.
everybody is here.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
I'm so enthusiastic.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
It's been a week, and then you understand because it's been a day.
oh.
Yeah.
Yes. I fucking get it.
I might need to hear a little bit more about that after stream, if you don't mind.
I've
Oh,
heard the
man.
tale of the DM. It is quite an interesting one.
Well,
but-
you know, I know that one already.
Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Second. Truck is time to turn itself off. How dare you? Obey me. Okay.
Obey me. Okay. Take her away, Nana Daddy.
Alrighty. So, last time, Mr. False found himself in the clutches of the Bone Chiefess with his life and Will's neck hanging in the balance. After some discussion and the mention of Umberly, the Bone Chiefess made a deal with the dormant spirit living within Will, allowing him the opportunity to read her old tome that had been stolen by a citizen of Torshaven and to burn the book afterwards. Mr. False reluctantly agreed to the deal with the promise of an opportunity to potentially be freed from Will's body in the future, unsure if he or Will would be able to read the contents inside. The next morning, Will revealed to the party that the Bone Chiefess had killed him during the conversation the night before, but was left without as much as a bruise or the knowledge of what she and Mr. False talked about. Afterward, the party made their way up the War Fleece to convene with the Bone Chiefess at the behest of the Verdant Lord, looking to secure her alliance and the willingness to send troops southward to defend the neutral zone. After an unnerving sight of leather armor made of tiefling skin, the meeting went well, with the Bone Chiefess willing to honor the call, so long as the other war chiefs are on board. During the conversation, it was revealed that the war chiefs would be attending a tournament in Dragmere in the coming months, and that Six's trainer Fulrog was near the city of Vazak, the trade city on the eastern side of the Labatharjad. After the meeting, the party ended their day with Liz finding newfound memories, Ruby and Bibi mending a small fray in their friendship, and Six starting an intense workout by carrying orcish forged bellows. We now rejoin our heroes in the days leading up to their departure west, closing out their days in Dizgoor before meeting with Stump for their westward journey. So everybody, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oh god, I forgot
Type
to open
them
up my
in-
dice roller.
Drop them into no mic,
Okay.
if you would be so kind.
can do.
We're not starting off great.
It's.
At least it's at this point and not a fight.
I mean, yeah.
Just a base roll.
Yep. Straight D20.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Don't worry, Liz. I'm there with you.
That fucking number.
Liz. Oh, thank God, you did way worse than me.
All right. So we'll cover the order of events based from highest to lowest. So, Bird Buddy,
What?
what do you want to do in terms of
Well-
downtime before?
Well, last time we saw everybody, weren't they like at the tree with Core, and the tree did something it hadn't done?
You had. Okay, so I had wrapped it in with you at
Okay, gotcha.
returning to the tavern. So if you want to meet back up, yeah.
Can we skip me?
Sure.
Super early.
Is Ruby back yet? Because I think they're next on the list.
Well, I mean,
About that.
Ruby and Ark both had
Well,
the same role.
Oh,
Uh,
Mila's
okay, well,
she's going AFK, so guess we're starting
All right,
with me.
alrighty, Ark. Will, I know what you want to do for the rest of the class. What would you like to do?
I guess I would, since I know I'm heading on a date, I decide to look a bit more presentable, but then I end up heading off to ask, like, what exactly do you offer as a gift to someone of the Stoneflame clan?
Okay. Go ahead and give me, after you've kind of like spruced yourself up for a little bit, go ahead and give me an investigation check. See if you come across someone in the city who might know.
Okay, that's 17 on the die, plus I think a 9. Yeah, so that is dirty 26.
3026. Okay. Given the Stoneflame clan, and they're rather smaller presence, but very well known for their foraging in the city. You kind of piece together and start looking amongst searching amongst the people who have higher end weaponry and similar styles, distinct stone flame etchings and metalworking. And you come across kind of a shorter, a little bit taller than average, but still short, rotund, muscular dwarven man. For lack of a better description, he's a bowling ball with legs, and has a big bushy black beard that has some twigs and leaves kind of strewn into the beard, woven and wound tight. And he seems to be holding a battle axe. He's just kind of leaning against the side of a building. Can I help you?
I am sorry if this sounds so sudden, but I am about to go on a second date with someone of the Stoneflame clan, and I wanted to present her a gift, and I was just wondering, what do you gift a woman of your clan that she might like?
Let's see here. Let's see. He starts racking his brain. You would be talking about Ascara, would you? Well,
Yeah. Ascar. And he just
From what
has this awkward smile as he said it.
okay. Well, from what I recall, I know her and her father are trying to break into, enchantments and imbuement. You know what? I think I might know just the thing. And you see, he kind of reaches back towards his right hip, close to the kidneys. There's a bit of a satchel, and he kind of digs through. Where are you? And he pulls out what looks to be a carved ruby gemstone, but it's almost discolored and ashen in places. It almost looks like it's been charred from the inside. Might be able to do something with this. What I've heard, I purchased it over in Dragmere. Apparently it's supposed to be good for imbuing with fire magic. If you want to give it to them, but it'd only be a one-time use. Maybe you can make it as a gift for them to keep and they could turn it into jewelry of their own accord.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Not a problem. I'm not much for imbuing with magic myself. I was kind of stops and smirks a little. I'm just looking to get rid of it.
I understand. Once again, thank you.
Of course. Now, good luck. And you see him. He starts turning and walking away. Actually, what's your passive perception?
If I remember correctly, it is 15.
15. Well, that didn't do great with that. He gets about 15 to 20 feet kind of into the crowd, as it kind of begins to crisscross and you begin to lose sight of him. But you hear a hearty laugh.
I look at the ruby to see if I did not just get pawned something cursed, remembering a time when Ruby ended up getting something useless at the junk and stuff.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, that is a 14 plus 9. That is dirty 23.
Dirty 23. As you're kind of looking it over and kind of racking your brain in terms of the different subsets of the gemstones that are scattered throughout the land, the coloration and charred, slight twisting, like warp to the natural shape, reminds you of something called Ashen Ruby, a straightforward name, that is believed to sometimes be found near rifts to the elemental plane of fire. And given what you know in terms of Advalorn history, you know that there is a clan of firecasters and fire tamers that reside west of the city of Falsaline. It also might be considered contraband if you bring that gemstone back to Advalor. Because it is not a pure ruby as the church would see it.
And Berlin worshippers would hate this thing. And he continues to walk back to the forge.
Okay.
The blacksmith shop.
Alrighty.
Sorry, temporarily forgot what it was called.
Yeah, you're fine. You begin to make your way to the middle, to the bottom levels of the wharf leash, moving up. Moving up to the second, third level. You return back to Karaskar. And you see the big rotund, half giant man, just 9 to 10 feet tall, just barely fitting into his forge space. Hey, you're back. Kind of looks you over. Looking for my daughter.
He just nods.
Well,
And yes, he has the Dondell with him.
he kind of
Actually,
lumbers out and stands upright. Well, she's actually not in. Last I heard she was making her way up to the Gale Fleece.
Oh.
Which is, if I can actually get back to the... Stop clicking on the stream map, because brain fried. I've had a day. Is
it happens.
this one. It's the same fleece that Gobsmacked is in. She should be up at the top. She likes taking in the view of the city.
Would it be wrong of me to meet up with her there or wait for her here? Like, you could tell he's very unsure since he's never done anything like this before.
Oh, the top of the fleece is all public space. She likes to walk amongst the crops and what would you outlanders call it? The city park. At the top of the
I
fleece.
see. Well, I'll meet up with her there. It was nice seeing you again, sir.
You as well.
And he makes his way to the garrison fleece.
Up to the Gale Fleece, yeah. You make your way up the Gale Fleece, kind of taking the routes you're more used to, going near the area of Gobsmacked, weaving this way up the stairs. At one point, you have to take a lift to the upper levels. And as you climb the last few sets of the steps, it's odd because while you're expecting the limestone, the flat limestone surface, much like the War Fleece and the usual roadways, this gives way to nothing but grassland. There's actually trees dotting the upper levels as it gets closer to the top. It's almost like there's a small forest that's kind of casting a little bit of a shadow from the morning sun. You can see flowers adorning what would be forest edge if it continued on. There's wheat, all a different assortment of crops. You can see some of the citizens are picking at and putting in their own baskets. Some of them seem to be working together and throwing them into a larger wheelbarrow. It's essentially one giant public farm. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
It's 18 on the die plus. You said perception?
Yes, perception.
Dirty 23.
23. Okay. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. It's if that, because of how flattened the space is. In giving Ascara's height, she kind of peeks up. She would naturally kind of peek up, even towering over the top of the crops. But you actually find her on a little bit of an outcropping that kind of stretches out over the top of the rest of the fleece. It has a beautiful guardrail that's etched into the stonework that's pointed, and the whole thing is pointed to the northeast. So you kind of see her. You can see her looking out over the space, roughly in the same direction that you know Cora's Grotto to be in, as well as the docks. She's wearing a fairly ornate would-be dress. It's very akin to the one she was wearing on the thrown together date at behest of her own father. And you can see that she's kind of like gently kind of rolling a tassel in her hand. She's kind of like just leaning out over and looking over the space.
Hey, hope you don't mind. Your dad told me you were here.
No, not at all. Come here. And she kind of beckons you. I was looking forward to seeing you. She smiles.
I brought you something.
You did? Oh.
He then takes out the ash ruby and offers it to her. I was told that it could have a fire tribute, but it's like a one-use thing, but it could make some nice jewelry if you want. I mean, I know jewelry is different from weapons and such, but I mean, and he has like that awkward smile again.
No, she kind of takes it and pinches it between her thumb and her middle finger. Oh, this is beautiful. And she kind of like shines it up towards the sunlight. And you can see as the light kind of like dances around the charred interior. It almost gives like a little bit of an orangish hue. No, this is beautiful, Will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I made this for you. You said, I know you said you were heading out.
Oh yeah, I brought my Dondo, like you asked me to. And
I'm glad.
shows it to her.
So the other day, I overheard you and your friend talking about another interested party called a magistrate.
Oh, it happened in a gala, and as I said to her, but it was just talking. I can't even remember her face, and I was very much drunk.
No, yeah, you said it was your friend's fault that you were drunk. She's a little tense.
Trust me, we just talked, and we didn't really get to talk more because, well, I was unwell and other personal matters, but nothing happened between me and her.
Persuasion check. At disadvantage.
Uh, 16.
Okay.
Would have gotten a 19 if you had told me disadvantage. And I mean 19 on the die.
So as you kind of feel the energy shift, as you kind of feel the energy shift, just the space, you can sense the tension. You do your best to reassure her, and you kind of take her hand. And she pauses for a moment, or wrapping her fingers around your hand. Can I have another kiss?
Sure. Do you mean on the... And he points to his lips because he wasn't certain because, just a kiss could mean anything, but...
Before you can even get the sentence out, you just hear yes, and she immediately pulls you in for a kiss. Standing a couple inches taller than you, she can wraps her arms around you. And maybe she was kind of caught up in the moment, but she kind of like leans you back, kind of like dips you backwards over the top of the guardrail, just completely impassioned.
Will is surprised, but he had kissed back.
Sorry, it's been a minute, and I've heard stories of Outlander men and how some of them see women as people to be conquered.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but trust me, I never even thought of dating or anything like that. Not home, not in my travels, and I didn't expect here. If that makes you,
I appreciate it. Can you show me the Dwandao again? And she sits on a bench.
He sits beside her after taking out the Dwandao and offering it to her.
Okay. As you unsheath the Dwandao and hand it to her, you join in. You sit down next to her, and she kind of drapes it across both of your laps, and you watch as, with the bladed end towards you. You watch as she takes this little bit of a tassel. It's about 3-4 inches in length. You can see a small little metallic loop at the very end of the pommel. And she begins to weave it into place, tightens it, just takes a moment, just puts her hand on each side of it, holds it. Okay. You ready? And she's almost kind of like hiding it, even though she knew you watched you. She knew that you had watched her apply the tassel. I don't particularly do any kind of work with hides or threads or seamstresses or anything like that. But it's customary normally for someone who has to see, if I were to see you off, it would be customary for me to gift you something as means of protection. And she moves her hand, and there's a thick braided tassel, dark brown with what looks to be a little bit of a gold thread to match the little bit of an inlay into the handle and hilt. I hope you like it.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Persuasion check.
Oh, thank the gods. Dirty 20.
You see, she just immediately blushes, like her cheeks kind of turn red. And she takes the scabbard, and she kind of like reaches around you and holds the scabbard, not even giving you a chance to move. Kind of, sheathes the Dwandao back in and just pulls you in for a hug.
Bull hugs back.
Okay. And from there, you guys will spend probably hour and a half or so just walking amongst the top of the fleece and getting a little bit time to know each other some more. Yeah, getting a little bit more time to know each other. With that, who is next in the order? Everyone buried it from all the trolling that you guys have been doing in the.
I'm back if you want me to go next.
Small
All right,
is in bed now, by the way, just so.
All right, we'll jump to Ruby, and then we'll go to you, BB. All right, Ruby, what do you want to do? A little bit of time you got.
Okay. Checked on Mom.
Okay.
We
All right.
have talked to Core and whatnot. I'm trying to remember what we all done. Get the list out of the way.
Since the last time you had talked with Mama, you had talked with Core.
Oh, I don't know if I'm doing that. Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Does anybody want to interact with Ruby? Just asking ahead of time.
There'll be time for like group stuff after, but this is more
Oh, okay.
independent. You doing your own thing.
I guess I'll go read.
Okay. Do you want to browse the library, or are you just gonna? Okay. Well, what are you
I'm gonna
looking
go to
for
the
in
library.
particular?
Info on the chiefs and chiefesses?
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Or just any Fey knowledge, that also works. I am not prepared. I forgot a lot.
Side note, I happen to know a person in World that could teach you all about world affairs.
Oh yeah? Who would that be?
You'll meet her.
Okay, let's see. Who wants to be the sacrifice? You and you. Luck. I'm unawares. Sitting here stuffing my face. I wasn't ready. Investigation, you said?
Yes.
18.
18. Okay. It's a little. It's a bit of a trudge. As you've made your way up to the library, you walk past all the cartographers. In a different. It's kind of like
Can I swing
equivalently.
into one of the cartographers?
Mm.
Can I swing into one of the cartographers and grab a map? Because we don't have a map.
Sure. Go ahead and knock out a silver.
Okay, thank you.
Expensive ass mom.
I didn't hear the smart mouth, so I'm not going to acknowledge it.
It's not necessarily the size of the map; it's also what's in the contents. Not what I was going for, but that works too. But yeah, after you acquire a map, you kind of meander. You can see the fair bit of a stark, of a drastic difference in terms of readily available knowledge. Some of the books are kind of intriguing, but it's just botany, different the differences of animals. Nothing that really kind of like pique your interest, and even then, some of them kind of feel almost kiddish, like just a little young. But they're beginning to gather all this information into the space. But you head into the library, consult with one of the seekers, and they bring you. Ooh, excuse me. To the third floor on the east side of the building. If you're looking for any information regarding the chiefs, your best bet would be this shelf here. and as the seeker begins to walk away, you hear a little bit of a faint voice in the back of your head, familiar to you. It's Skull. I mean, this is all just kind of normal stuff, but I heard some rumors, and you can see just a little tiny ethereal mote of light, no bigger than a grain of sand, just a little green, just begins to drift amongst the space. Actually goes a couple shelves down, a couple rows down into the one of the shelves, and just dollops onto a book that causes the book to pulse slightly. Go check out.
Go and grab that
this one.
book.
Okay. This one seems to be oddly folklore, more legend of a group called the Swift Riders. And as you kind of begin to go through the contents, it covers roughly 100 years regarding the history of this group. But as you get closer to the back, you realize you come across the name Brun Chevren. It catalogs a little bit of his information of how he actually became one of the war chiefs roughly 20 years ago. But he's it's believed, at least as you're kind of going through his history, that he killed the last dragon of Torshavn around that time period, but has since become a bit awkward, kind of paranoid, always seems to be kind of looking over his shoulder, to the point where while he does travel amongst his city, it's rare for him to step out. And you kind of hear Skull chuckle a little bit. Sneaky bastard.
Did you have a hand in that?
No. But I might know a fae who did.
Oh. Okay. Anything I should worry about if we ever meet this guy?
Well, while he is curious of the Outlands, he is a little bit paranoid at the word dragon.
So just avoid dragon and probably don't bring Liz.
He's not biased by any sense, but definitely don't bring up the fact that she was a guard or a crusader.
Got it. Any interesting fae books here? Since you seem to be more help than the seekers.
As you kind of like looks amongst the space, you kind of see the little mote of light drift up some of the space and just over the whole interior of the third floor and lower. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Sorry, I'm finding it. 16.
16. Faye. Well, I do. If that was who I thought it was way back when, and you see the little kind of mote of light just kind of zigzag amongst the whole space, so it's just a streak of light that no one else seems to notice. It looks like it's just a massive web. Here you go, and before you even start making a couple steps, taking a couple steps, there's of that same green light, and a torn page lands in your hand.
You have to rip it out?
I mean, they can always make another one. And
Oh,
besides,
you're gonna be in trouble.
technically speaking, I'm doing them a favor. And you'll see that, what looks to be kind of a more Azuthan dragon. It's almost depicted to be like gemstones, like it's made of solid gemstone, but it's not of the Divine Eight. What's extra curious is it seems to be almost the ink itself seems to shift in color. And it's very aggressive looking, but the wings are large, broad butterfly wings. And there seems to be like bits of hair peeking out of scales in places. That's who we want to avoid while we're talking to them, if we get a chance to.
Curious. Do you know what they go by? Because I know you can't give me a name. So, nickname?
Well, they're even a legend amongst the Fae. Rumor has it. If I'm not mistaken, one of the less common names that might be friendly is Endra.
Indra?
I'll put in the name catalog.
Thank you, thank you. I won't probably ever meet this Fae, will I?
If I haven't heard from them in let's put it this way. Way back before the emergence, even your ancestors back then weren't sperm in your forefathers' nutsack.
Uh-huh. Alright. One way of putting it, their skull.
Was that?
One way of putting it, their skull.
You met Mama. It's kind of her kind of humor.
I miss it every day.
Oh, I miss them too. Even the big guy. You kind of feel like a little bit of a shudder. Like, you know Skull's true appearance, and while he's still rather small compared to your Minotaur bartender, it's
Cursed Dungeon Crawler Sylvie, thank you for the raid. Oh, welcome in, raiders. I am Shotgun Sarah, your gaming angel and survival mom. I'm the one in the bottom right-hand corner. We are having a bit of a kind of a day in the life of the Broken Chains session today. Let's go ahead and get that shout out there for you. Oh, somebody's already on top of it. Thank you for that.
yeah.
I am usually way more involved in welcoming the raiders, but please, by all means, if you need to take care of, Evershin care, go get something to eat, rest, what have you, by all means, pull up a chair, enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you for dropping in.
Yeah.
It's bound to be an interesting one. We've already, you know what? Catch you up on a little bit of events that did happen. The entity that our cleric on the far left there worships just tore a book from a sacred library belonging to the beast folk of the swamplands. And
from a book.
A page from a book. Apologies. And the only male of the group, in the middle there, on the right, let's put it this way, has found a peculiar love interest. I'll let that simmer.
She's the jealous type.
Flirt with disaster.
Yep, and she's the jealous type.
quite literally dipped him over the edge of a cliff, and no one seemed to fucking notice.
While making out with him.
But let's get back to the track here.
Please say that, but I did in fact notice.
You were nowhere near. You noticed. Everybody did.
Everybody sees it all.
She's a
do.
tiny god.
Alright, take
But
her away,
back on
Dungeon Daddy, yeah.
Yes. So you've acquired this image of a seemingly fey dragon named Endra. That was torn out of a random book somewhere in the library at behest of Skull.
Yep.
And he had shuddered at the acknowledgement of your Minotaur bartender's size. Because even though Raw Skull is relatively diminutive, it's a tall ass Minotaur.
Well, he likes you.
I mean, yeah, but he's
So
big
why
and
are you
horny.
afraid?
He's big and horny.
Phrasing.
You can thank Mama and just disappears.
She'll go ahead and tuck the page that she's now acquired,
Okay.
and she will walk out like she didn't just have a page torn in her bra. Nice and casual.
Persuasion or deception check. Don't tell me which.
Hold on. My dice fell on the floor. Get back here, bitch. How does a natural 25 sound?
Natural 25. Yeah, you just kind of skedaddle on out of there. You take it slow. Kind of make it a little bit of an extra point to act like you're kind of browsing a couple other sections before you make your way out the door. Get away scot-free as far as you're aware.
After that, just making sure we have everything for a trip.
Okay.
West. Going west.
Alrighty. With that, go ahead and we'll say go ahead and knock off about 5 copper, and you'll be able to pick up 5 days of rations for the group.
Me has no copper, so
Knock off the silver and then add 5 copper, or add 9. Is it 95 or 5? I always fucking forget.
10 coppers to a silver, 10 silvers to a gold.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, knock off a silver and add 5 copper.
5 copper. Got it. That's a 6. There we go.
Alrighty. With that, we'll jump over to Bird Buddy.
Bird Buddy.
And you would know that this is an off day.
Mhm.
So
Is absolutely at the house, just staring at it.
okay.
The unfinished house.
Go ahead, and I will actually need as you've kind of like tunnel visioned a little. I mean, it's just that kind of getting back. Go ahead and give me an active perception check.
A 16 plus 11. 27.
Base 16 plus 11, 27. Yep. Okay. As you're kind of like looking out over the unfinished house, the large red stone pillars of this Frostlanian style with the paper walls, the black lacquered wood, and the circular intricate woodwork of the windows. You see core kind of like meandering near the living room. Seems to be getting ready. But you notice he has a fairly large bruise on his just beneath the right rib cage.
I'd go over and poke it, and just continuously poke it until he tells her what it's from.
Ow! 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 Oh, okay! Ow! And she kind of like grabs her hand and pulls you in. Ophelia came to visit yesterday. She seemed adamant on sparring.
Looks like she's getting good.
She's got a good groundwork to build off, but yeah, and he kind of like squinted a little bit as he finishes pulling on his kimono.
I told you she had a good punch. She's really good.
No, yeah, I know. I probably shouldn't put a wooden sword in her hands on the first day, though.
I think you
Anyway.
actually did perfectly.
So, and he kind of lifts you up, and carries you back out to the porch, and sits down in the rocking chair as he kind of lays you across his lap.
Big rocking chair.
Yeah, a big rocking chair, and he's a little bit of his chest hair kind of scruffing out through his kimono, scratching against his deep red tiefling skin. So, what do you want to talk about? How's the last couple days been?
She kind of takes a moment. There's a lot of things that going through that black vision of hers. I met the Bone Chief just the other day.
Really? That's wow. To be honest, those were going around that she was dead.
I think there's some legitimacy to that, to be honest.
Okay, well.
I don't know if I'm right.
Fair enough. You kind of, well, aside from that, you still seem a little worried.
You saw what happened with the tree?
Yeah.
I don't even know if Shadow knew that. And he's always there.
Well,
Get older than well, he's old.
Well, thankfully I won't live to be 100, so you can't call me that old. No, that tree in the grave has been there as long as the college, as far as I'm aware. Maybe. They say that the people that can understand the matriarch's pain are the only ones that can see her vision. So, and maybe he did. I don't know too much about the guy.
It's starting to realize that I don't either. I don't even know who the person was looking back at me when the tree opened up.
It was you.
Is it?
He kind of cradles your face. You are whoever you decide to be. I know it's a lot. Just don't dwell on what you saw and what you see in the mirror. None of that matters. Always said, you can focus you in the chest. That's what matters.
I told my dad That I was going to be the monster that everybody saw me as. I was going to do what he couldn't.
What do you think it is that he couldn't do? You just can rest your forehead. Make a place. Make a home.
Accept him.
You're gonna takes you by the waist, flops you onto his lap, facing him. Rest his forehead against yours. Home will always be where we decide. As long as we're together.
He thought that about my mom once too. And he said she changed. What if I change? What if you change?
We'll take it in stride. How about this? And he takes your hand, wraps his pinky around yours. Promise me, no matter what, no matter the opinions of your friends, the opinions of the harpies, of Shadow, of strangers on the street, if you do change, make sure you change in a way that you can live with. I promise. I will honor that decision every day.
I'll try at least.
That's all I ask. He just closes his eyes and leans into you. And you hear a little bit of a chuckle. Don't forget, I can change a little bit about myself too.
Yeah. And you see, I can get taller.
Mm-hmm. And I can be blonde. But it doesn't look good on red. You know what I mean? Just switches it back to black.
Yeah, don't do it to it. It doesn't look good on you.
No, it doesn't. Just holds you. Oh, before I forget, he kind of, still holding you, kind of looks around, just picks you up, stands up, and carries you back in the living room. Where is it? And you feel a slight little whisk of his hand as a scroll shoots off from a table, and he catches it. Something to look forward to.
What's this? Is it easily opened right now?
Yeah, it's easily opened.
Gonna open it and look.
Okay. And you kind of lean back and you wrap his your legs around and kind of lean back as he holds you and unfurls it. He kind of chuckles as you begin to scan over it. He said you wanted lots of rooms. And it's actually an updated floor plan to have roughly 7 bedrooms, including the master suite.
Sure, this is gonna be enough.
I mean, for starters, and I can always add more. And
Fair enough.
we are the adults, so if we have to lump it into a room, fuck it. You know, that's up to them. That's not up to them.
Just laughing. It's good. It's good. Look forward to it.
Congratulations.
But you really have to build it yourself?
Yeah.
Could you at least use some of the birds? They don't want to go back. I know we gave some of them to the college to help with studies, but I'm sure they'll lend you some for to work with.
I'll use a couple for hauling the lumber, but the stonework and everything else I can do it. And you hear a little bit of rumbling of earth as a rock shoots up and just grows out of the ground. I'll be okay.
I mean, you kicked my friends' asses for the most part. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You gotta teach me how to do that.
What? Molding larger earths? Like what are you looking in particular? What are you looking for in particular?
Just gonna whisper something very, very obscene. Not stream worthy or not stream appropriate.
Yeah. As you kind of lean and whisper, he chuckles like, "Well, if you want to learn that, you got the rest of the day off."
Yeah, as far as I know. I mean, Liz knows how to get a hold of me,
Perfect.
and I think Iris can. Oh, wait, I didn't tell Iris she can say hi. Well, Liz knows.
So he'll actually shift you around. There is a room for that, but it's not here. And he begins to, kind of piggyback you all the way back to the gobsmacked, back up to his chambers. And you watch as, you enter through the familiar hallway just to the left. But before you get to the bedroom door, he waves his hand as another mold earth sigil appears, opens up, and as you would know, Mila Goldgrace's arsenal pales in comparison to what's in this room. So I will need a con save
Really?
and a performance check from you.
I can't. Oh, come on now. Okay. Here we go. Well, con save, I might actually outlast him because, well, no, because it's only a +3, so it's a 23, natural 23. And what was the other one?
Performance
No,
check.
I know I didn't, but it was fun trying. Performance is 18 plus 11. So
Okay. So we'll come back to you, but I'm going to message you his number.
Jesus Christ.
As they cut away, it's just
Chicken wow wow.
A slow, quiet saxophone has just started playing somewhere.
Wow 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 wow. Just careless whisper.
sorry, I couldn't help but interrupt. Please continue.
Alrighty. Goddamn. With that, who was let's see here. Who was next on the list?
Iris.
Okie dokie. Iris, what are you up to?
The interruptee.
Well, you said that Ruby was getting supplies, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, she has in mind for some other supplies, so she's gonna go try and find a butcher. But as she's walking around, she's going to remember that, she has the ability to sending, and she's gonna test it out. She's gonna use sending to talk to Edmar.
Okay. So we'll start with the conversation with Edmar, and then we'll get into the butchery shop. Yeah.
Right. Well, her sending is Eddie. It's Iris. Checking in. Hope you all made it home okay, and that the goblins aren't causing issues. Thinking of you all. Be safe.
Okay. As you cast sending out, you kind of wait a moment. You wait another. And you start to begin to worry. Ow, son of a... Ow! Okay.
What the fuck was that?
We're okay. The nest mothers have had their kids, and we're kind of on babysitting duty. And you can hear them kind of setting down a screaming goblin child. We're starting to learn to mask our new appearances so we can appear how we used to. It's a curve. It's a learning curve.
Oh, good.
How's that in my hair? And you just he's just picking something out of his hair.
Oh, good. I was worried for you being stuck. I'm still looking for information about what happened and how this happened.
Yeah, in the background, you just hear that. As you hear some of his footsteps. I'm glad you're well. Believe me when I say a lot of people here look forward to seeing you again. It's a learning curve. The ones that have casted prior have a bit of an advantage, but we're getting there.
Great. I have to say Torshaven's a lot more civilized than I thought it was, but it's still as wild as I imagined.
I look forward to hearing about it. I've heard the stories from passersby. Hopefully it compares to some of the wilder nights that we've had in the city center.
Yeah. Try not to get eaten by the goblins.
You just hear, oh, motherfucker! Oh, and then the sending cuts out.
I am so glad I'm not there. All right, and now we're going to go look for the butcher shop.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. That's all right. Sorry for the delay. Investigation. That would be a dirty 19.
30, 19. Okay. um, now that you've had a few days to kind of like get the general layout of the city, you actually aren't able to. You actually don't have to travel too far, as the Earthen Fleece seems to be more of the caters more to a broader spectrum of different types of shops. Um, I'll need a composure check from you, actually.
Okay. That is a. Sorry, I can't even read that dice. I'm sorry. It was one of those ones where they didn't paint in the numbers, so.
No, yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a 12.
12. Okay. Um, as you're walking amongst the Earthen Fleece, you kind of catch a whiff, and almost like the cartoon, lifted legs kind of drifting across. You follow your nose, and you can feel your hair almost bristling with excitement, and you can smell what could potentially be goblin, could potentially be kobold, a larger array of animals that some of it smells a little bit like gator. Um, some of it's kind of adjacent to salamander. And there's a few others that you aren't able to kind of pick out, but as you kind of around the corner, there is you can see that indented into the fleece, probably 30 to 40 feet, with most of it kind of closed off. You can see a little bit of fog kind of drifting out of an open archway. And all of the smells is coming from in there.
Oh, that just reminds me of home. She's gonna head right on in.
Okay. As you take a few steps in, the texture of the ground changes from the limestone, brick, and general limestone feel to brisk, cold snow. Some druid seems to be living in here, but there's nothing but snow across the ground. Just rows and rows of meat hanging from hooks. And what near as you can tell is what would be the equivalent of a walk-in freezer. But there's no runes. It just seems to be perpetually under, control water shifting it into the snow. So it's just nonstop druidcraft kind of shifting amongst the space. You can see a couple people here and there. Can I help you? And an elven individual steps forward a little bit burlier than normal. It seems to be probably half elf, as he has similar shorter ears like Will. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for some supplies for. We're doing a slight trip down to the west, and as much as travel food is good, I need something a little bit more esoteric for dinner.
Esoteric.
Perhaps something of the aquatic nature, and perhaps something a little bit more humanoid.
Well, let's see. We don't have much in terms of humanoid. The best you're kind of going to get is a little bit of kobold, and we've got a little bit of goblin left. Do you have a salt bag? Or a bag of colding?
I would happily pay for one.
Okay,
If you
I
can
can get
spare
you.
it, of course.
Yeah, I can spare you a salt bag for sure. As he begins to walk you amongst the space, if you're looking for something aquatic, uh, these actually might help. Uh, and he brings you down a couple rows. One of the slabs of meat just looks like a giant, just long skinned tail that's about 10 feet long. And there's a couple of those, as well as smaller chunks that seem to be otter shaped, much smaller, but have that streamlined build and tail.
Mhm. I've actually not had to cook otter before, but gator is something I could definitely do. I'm sure Will probably like that. Definitely give me that big tail, and I would pay for some goblin and some of that goblin and kobold you were saying.
Well, it's not. That's actually not gator. Well, it is adjacent. It's actually swamp walker salamanders. And
Oh,
he does a quick little illusion. Um, Best comparison I could think of is imagine the lizard that some of Aang's group used to cross the ocean in the leading up to the finale of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So like long, large salamanders, a little Loch Nessy shape. And that's actually Otterkin. They're very hostile tribes. Not many of them are actually civilized, or they're more on akin to. They're
have they
more
been
akin to Fae.
they been an issue for travelers?
Not lately. As long as you stay out of their territories, you're not going to be a bother. Um,
Of course.
uh, I know a large amount of them tend to stay to the southeast of the swamps and a little bit into the woodlands there. But just go through Bazak and keep on west, and you'll be fine. Um, I do know. Oh, what's their names? You can think for a moment. I can't remember their names, but there's a dwarven clan that actually uses swamp walker salamanders to help people traverse the swamplands, and as not many normal carts or creatures can pass by it safely. Don't eat the tails near them. Apparently, swamp walker salamanders are almost as prideful as dragons.
Good to know. Uh, Definitely would finish that off before anything, before even
Well,
hopefully
how many
encountering them.
how many is in your group?
We have 6, plus a 7th that we'd be escorting to his tribe. So that
Okay.
would be about a 3-day trip, but I wanted to at least make some good food that my
All right.
southern friends have not had before.
Alrighty. Well, if you want, we can get a full-grown tail as well as we'll say you said 6 people. So let's just go with 6 otterkins. So that would be if you include the salt bag. And let's for things for a moment about. I think I have an older salt bag too. So let's go with 10 gold for everything.
All right, and how much to throw in some either kobold or a goblin that you had as well? Well, maybe not goblin. I'll probably stick with the kobold.
Kobold, let's go do another. Those are a little bit. They're a little thinner in the meat. We'll go 12. That'll actually clear out the stocks, but we'll do And about 2 gold.
Alright, so that'll run me about 15. Alright. Then she'll fish out 16 gold and hand over for the information as well. And
Well, appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I'm not sure if you handled salt bags before, but you know what? It's better just show you. Um,
okay.
and he'll walk to the back real quick, comes back, and he's holding a relatively small-sized pouch. But as he positions it underneath the salamander tail, he stretches it a lot wider than you're expecting. Probably about 2 feet in radius, so about 4 feet across. And you watch as he just takes an axe, chops off the hook, the meat right near the hook, and the whole tail just. And there's a pickup of salt that kind of blows back out. It's a bag of holding filled with salt.
That's amazing.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Just be careful if you drop in too much at once. You'll just get a face full of that stuff. So.
Of course.
And he'll proceed to throw in a little bit of kobold and a little bit of otterkin carcasses, and takes them off, kind of binds them up individually, and just there's another cloud and another cloud and another. It's a little bit of a process, but you can see some of the salt kind of like kicks back out onto the ground and just doesn't get back into the bag before he just tightens it off, and it's right back to the same size as about. You can hold it in your one hand.
That it will definitely last us for a long time. Thank you very much.
Of course. Is there anything else, or if you're looking for cooking, if you say you had some friends, they might already have some cookwares. So.
Yes.
But if you happen to come across any rare meats and are able to preserve it, I'd be happy to buy it off of you.
If I'm coming back this way and I have them, I will certainly come to you.
Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business.
She holds out her hand to his.
Okay. With that.
And as she's walking out, she closes the door and everything, and just like, if only there was some half-elf liver, I would have been craving that for so long.
Yeah, you kind of as you kind of step back out and you think it's the wash of the warmth that's almost a little dizzying. That you kind of clear your head, just like, whew. You can clear out a little bit of the feralness that's slowly creeping into your body. With that, we will jump to 6. I did do the thing again.
So, yeah, I'm definitely on the other side of the city. Trying out the bendy sex flute that I found in this shop over here.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
Bendy, what? Did I mishear that?
No, bendy sex flute.
No.
And you
Bendy sex flute.
Yes, you already saw what I rolled.
Sexy saxophone.
Okay then. Oh, okay.
Wouldn't say.
You already saw what I rolled. By the way.
No, I saw it. As you found this, it's like the beginnings of like wooden artifice. It's more of a yeah, no, it's more woodwind than brass. But as you kind of like finish up, like with a little bit of a flourish, and you kind of look around, you kind of place it back down on the counter, and there's
I'm just gonna lick the lips.
5 gold, just chilling there.
Oh, did somebody drop this? Just gonna,
Wow, as you kind of turn and start looking around, the little cart owner, kind of a big old bugbear. You really weren't paying attention.
yeah,
They tipped you that.
um, well, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and collect that. Uh, okay, so damn, have I been to the smithy yet? Because if not,
No.
maybe this guy could. You want to earn 5 gold?
Sure. What would you need?
I just need to know where the blacksmith is.
Well, there's a. Uh, well, there's not too many around. Being later in the afternoon now, you might be able to get the Stone Clan. They might be available if you want. They're partway up the wharf, least there on the southeast side. And he kind of points
Do you know if they
around
do?
the side of
Do you know if they do like gem inlaying?
the. Not that I'm aware. Talks say that at least one of them is looking to explore the options, but I can't say for sure their quality.
Well, I mean, I've got the blueprints. I just really need the tools and the workspace. Can you point me towards what was it, the Stone Clan?
Yeah. And he kind of takes you by the hand. Bigger dudes. He almost just grabs your whole forearm. Kind of like almost like using you like a cane. He kind of like kind of stumbles his way forward a little bit.
Yeah,
Right there, it's the 4th level.
You said like that this is an old bugbear, right? Like an old man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm keeping that arm rigid, so keep him up. All right. So she's kind of like just tracing the path through the fleeces.
Mhm.
Okay, I think I can find that from here. Thank you. Enjoy this.
Of course. Thank you.
Have a safe trip. I'm just gonna kind of look back at the instrument shop. It's like, kind of wanted to pick Bird Buddy up something. I have no idea what she likes, though. I'll have to ask her later. She's kind of just like thinking to herself, and she'll head off towards the smithy.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check at advantage, since you had gotten pointed away.
Oh boy, howdy! I'm so good at these. 7. wait, no, that was a flat roll. Hang on. 18. There we go.
It takes a little bit. It's still not necessarily getting used to the city now that you've been here for a little while, but it's just the maze of walkways and steps. It gets closer to about 4 p.m. now, and you can hear a couple people talking. One's a bit of a larger giant, half giant man that is kind of like booming from the interior of this forge. You really had that much fun with him, huh? And he said, "Yeah, no, it was beautiful. Want to talk about it, but no, it's fine." And kind of like slowly peek the door in, and there's a half giant man, and just standing closer to 10 feet tall, filling the back wall, and what appears to be just a taller human, about 6'3", but a bit muscular of a woman. Thick braids that are kind of pulled back into a ponytail and down on one side. She's got a worker's apron over a fairly well-maintained dress that's a bit above average for even a standard blacksmith. Oh, hi. What can I help you with?
Uh, sorry, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything important.
No. I just got back from a date. It was, and she kind of blushes. It was a good one.
I'm happy for you. Okay, so I need to inlay some gems into my weapon. Mostly what I just need is just the workspace and tools. I've done a bit of tinkering in the past, and I more or less know what I'm doing. But, I wouldn't mind some company if you guys don't mind me using your shop for a little bit.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check at advantage.
14.
14. Well, my dad's he's got to go finish a delivery. He kind of looks over. You can see he's already kind of tossing together some armors into a. It seems to be a little bit of leather or some kind of hide skin, somewhere in between cloth and leather. Just tosses it in, zips it all up, and starts heading towards the door. I'm not exactly the best. I actually only just got my tools about a month ago. So maybe we can learn together.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Besides, it also, you can supervise me, make sure I'm not gonna ruin your shop or anything.
Oh, of course. And while there's a very, not necessarily that you're on alert, but just given the overall just general awareness that you kind of keep about yourself, there is, while she's very much putting up this welcoming, joyous exterior, there's, even between the two of them, there is a very subtle energy of, they are also on alert. You can sense another fighter. But, we actually got to forge through here, and she pushes open the door. And you'll have seen this from the outside, but this side door kind of leads into the open air forge that's kind of in the middle of this cave that is buttressed up against the side of the building.
Alright, so I'll kind of just shrug my pack off my shoulders, take off my jacket, and figure out somewhere where I can just toss that down. Take off the tank top and keep the bindings on, what have you, but kind of pull the gauntlets, they're kind of lashed together with a strip of leather here. And what supplies that I need, along with the blueprints, and I'll kind of find a table to set them down, and going from the blueprints, I'll need one of these,
Okay.
Probably a chisel as well. I need to make sure the rune paths are clear.
Oh, of course. And she starts getting a few odds and ends, ways to kind of just hold the parchment out flat. You, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you a member of the Chains?
Yeah.
Oh.
That obvious, huh? I look new?
No, not so much new. Will had told me about a woman in a red leather jacket and these weird gauntlets, and
Yeah, that's me.
give her a roll. Okay, I'm impressed. It's just he kind of undersold you, but I know he doesn't, not necessarily in a bad way. Just he, you know what I mean? You don't want to be over grandiose.
Yeah, I'm not really one for grandeur, even if I did fight in that tournament, I'm I'm pretty easygoing. I'm really simple. But I don't know. I've never had anybody talk about me before.
Well, it was nothing bad. Now, actually, let me give her another check.
No, he didn't tell you everything then.
You feel, as you kind of say that, you feel kind of a little bit of unease growing. Well, what if, well, the rune paths, okay. And she kind of finishes gathering a few of the things. So, we're looking to install those into these, okay.
Oh, wait. Are you the one he's dating?
Yeah. We just had a date this morning.
Okay. Yeah, I hope that, like, me being, you know, a woman isn't, like, gonna weird you out.
Give me a
Like,
persuasion check.
19! Like, so you know, he's not my type, you feel me?
Well, I mean, if you hadn't already told me, I could kind of gather you didn't particularly like men.
Yeah.
So,
Anywho, let's get to work.
and it's as she says this, she just puts a knife down from that had hidden somewhere. Sorry, you can't always get to the swords. You know what I mean?
I
So,
get it.
gauntlets, gemstones. Okay. Go ahead and give me a tinkering check at advantage.
22.
22. Okay. As the two of you work together to clear out the path, the rune paths from any kind of gunk, she takes a spare rag, kind of cleans it all off after the fact. And as you, it's as you begin to each of you begin to chisel in what you can gather is the halfling rune for gemstone, as there's nothing on the blueprints that is directly associated with a Moldavite gemstone, as it's only associated with the 8 divine gems. You can gather, at least, as you can tell, just gemstone will work. The two of you begin to carve everything into place.
So is the
You
Moldavite
each
already
drop one in.
faceted?
What was that?
Is the Moldavite already faceted, or is it raw?
You would, as part of this, you would be kind of carving it into place in terms of shaping it to the facet, as well as leaving a little bit of uncut portions as the same aesthetic as the topaz.
Okay.
But as you set the gemstones into place, fold the brackets, if you will, up over top of it, there's a slight added hum. They begin to glow subtly, but nothing happens yet. You would remember you would have typically had to have attuned to the gemstone when you did it with the topaz. You might have to do it with this one.
Alright, so... You know what, I'll just attune to this later. With a knife this close by, I'm not going to put my weapons on in front of you. Is that cool?
Oh, well, that's fine.
So,
I was kind of curious about what they did, but not a big deal.
I mean, if you don't mind, like, you trust me with that, I'm not gonna, like, try to hurt anybody.
Persuasion check.
I don't know why I'm bothering to look at my sheet. It's just habit at this point. Oh, that's a nat 20.
No, of course, by all means. I would do it. One second. Hey, everybody, kind of just clear out for a second, and you can see she kind of ushers some of the people away near the opening of this buttressed cave entrance with the forge in the back. Try right here, and she kind of positions you. And as she kind of positions you, it's the gentleness of the hands, but the firm build that kind of reminds you of Angelique in a way. Try right here. There should be enough space. And she backs up a little bit.
How much space is there, by the way?
About 20-foot radius from you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, kind of open the arms, check, kind of just mentally measuring. Ball the fist. You get that, and, I mean, you as the DM already know the... And she'll smash the gauntlets together.
Okay. I need a wisdom save.
Natural 24.
Natural 24.
Wow.
Okay. So as you wind up, there's a flash of darker green energy that not necessarily fills your sight, but covers up a large portion of it. And as it begins to subside, you're kind of looking around amongst the space. You feel constricted, in a sense, like your body feels a little tight, and you kind of look down. A scar is shorter than you, and she's very, like, she's trying to stifle concern. 6?
Yeah?
And you can see some of the people are beginning to gather. Can you move your arms?
Can I?
Yes.
I do so.
It feels a little sluggish. Like you're a little bit slower. But as you move your hands back together to cancel the effect, you notice that your gauntlets are almost completely encased in vegetation. But before you do, mother, give me your shield. And she grabs a shield from somebody and holds it up to you, and you can see in your reflection, you can subtly see your face in a large column of vines that seems to reach from the top of the cave to the ground.
Have I become a
And you can see
mangrove?
you're something. You might want to, and she just imitates the fist slam.
Right. I'm gonna, like, try to push through to cancel the effect.
Yep. And as you begin to kind of push through, you notice that while you're moving, the vines aren't giving way. Like the gauntlets are clearly visible, just completely covered in vegetation with only the little bit of the gemstones glowing. But your arms are made of vines, almost as if you could see through your forearm. You're like, it's green, it's textured, it's leafy, and you see as your fists connect, and you go back to the normal size. And you're kind of looking over everything. Your arms are normal, your clothes are normal. The increased curiosity is even more so as people are just kind of like tiptoeing up over each other, trying to get it to look. You became vines, but there was like a little bit of your face still kind of there. You look like a Wilden was falling apart, if I'm being honest.
A Wilden?
Yeah, Will had said the barkeeper over in the last tankard, Tormir, him. He's Wilden. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
But
wasn't
you weren't
sure what the name was.
Wil. Yeah, you're not Wilden shaped though. You look more vines than anything else.
Oh, that's actually pretty neat. I'd probably use this for stealth in the area. I wonder if
Oh, it'll
it's.
definitely help out
I
in
wonder
the
if
swamps.
it. I wonder if it only becomes vines or if it takes into account the area that I'm
That's outside my field.
in. That sounds like science to me.
The science. We'll leave that to the Avalorans.
I understand entirely. I'm from Stonegate, the lower rim.
I'm not
Wait.
familiar.
The poor districts, we'll say. And
Okay.
thank you so much for helping me out with that. I don't know if I would be
course.
able to get all of this done in a day. So thank you.
I mean, she kind of leaned. It's been a couple hours at least. It looks like the sun's getting ready to go down.
I should probably get back. But, before I go, look, Will likes you.
Mhm.
You're, all he talks about. So,
Blush.
I mean...
Really?
Yeah. If he's not talking about work, he's talking about you. So, I don't know. Maybe... take it easy on him. Tough girls like us, we will crush tiny mint like that.
No, I appreciate Timid, and he seems to know when to step up when necessary.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. He's saved my butt more than once, so... hang in there, okay? Give him a real chance.
Okay.
He ain't like most guys. So... I know he's gonna make you happy. Anyway, we'll go ahead and she'll start, putting on her coat, and, she's just gonna carry her tank top with her. She's keeping the gauntlets on, just in case she happens to need them for whatever reason. But she'll shoulder her backpack.
Let me give her... Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
The cost of labor and, using your tools.
No. You're fine. Any friend of Will's is a friend of mine.
Okay. Well, how about this then? She'll take out a gold piece for your next date.
Okay.
Just, a few drinks on me, maybe a nice room, who knows? See where magic happens. Have a good one.
You too. What's your passive perception?
14.
14. Yeah, see, she didn't do this as good this time around as she did with the knife. So as you start working your way through the crowd, kind of push past them, as they're still a little kind of curious, but amongst the chatter, kind of very faintly coming from the interior of the blacksmith's actual shop section, you just hear just absolutely excited.
You owe me, Will.
With that, we will, last but certainly not least, the lizard, Liz.
Last but certainly not Liz.
Yes. God damn it. Yes.
Lizard.
With everyone else being busy, Liz is just kind of. I'm sure that like Will is out, seeing as Will is out on his date and Six is off wandering around. Liz has the
Yeah, I'll
room.
say this is about like, I'd say this is about like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
She's just gonna do some strength training while also still trying to see what memories she can dredge up.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's it. She
Go
has
ahead and give me.
She has no want to go exploring because she knows that exploring in the moods that she's been in recently will just end up in another street fight.
Oh, no, yeah. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
That's a no. I need to take the dice outside and shoot them.
All the other style. Take them on back.
Let's see. So the die was a 2.
Ooh.
I think she actually went outside to shoot her dice. Your mic's messed up there, Boo.
Oh, the die the roll on the die was a 2. Plus 3 for strength is a 5 total.
Oof.
You pulled a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you're able to, like you're able to at least kind of get a fair bit into your usual set. But halfway through is kind of like when your mind begins to wander. You just get up, take a moment, sit on the bed before like gently easing onto your back to avoid any kind of shock to your stumps. Give me a wisdom save.
1 second. I was trying to roll to see what die would be nice to me, and I rolled 2 1s in a row.
The dice are not your friends this evening.
Okay. I've been putting away the ones that are being evil to me, so I've got a 15 now.
Okay.
So, wait, no, 15 wisdom, right? So that's a 21. Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 21.
Okay.
4 dice have been expelled, just, in the last attempts to see how they would do.
Yep. As you kind of lay back down, you're getting a little bit of a sweat going. The humidity, the kind of the jungle atmosphere. It's just everything feels a little bit sticky. So you kind of grab a towel, dry yourself off, get like as much of the humidity and the dampness out of your scales. And as you lean back down, as you lay back down after tossing a towel onto the bed, it's the rough coarseness of the towel that itches you a little bit. Just feels uncomfortable, and you kind of just close your eyes and just try to settle. As you're kind of catching your breath, just you hear a voice. How you doing? And you open your eyes, and you feel small. There's a rotund man, bit of a scruffy beard that's recently been shaved, and the big bushy mustache that's kind of curled at the tips. You don't have to. You don't have to push yourself too hard. We were just doing some push-ups. He just smiles down at you.
You know the worst part is, I know so little about baby Liz that I don't even know how she would respond.
Give me an insight into yourself.
Let's just thank the very for the dice that she sent me. 23, dirty.
23, dirty. As you're just kind of like trying to focus, you remember that focus was actually one of your biggest problems as a child. As you can feel a little bit of an energetic surge, you kind of sit up, you can stretch your stumps, and you see your little wings peek out from your shoulder. You look exhausted. Are you hungry? I mean, you said you wanted to burn off some energy, but clearly that's not helping. And he crouches down and offers a hand to you.
I'll take it.
In one fell swoop, he just full arm lifts you up off the ground, swings you up over his shoulders, and you're now perched onto his shoulders.
Baby Liz is absolutely giggling.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Near as you can tell, you are in the city of Ilsalon. But you also remember about 25 to 30 years ago, there was a landslide to the east, and you look, you see a large portion of the cliff face has just shifted all the way down. You can see people just trying to dig through any of the rubble, just kind of like ants on a molehill. And as you're also looking around, there's no scale guard. It looks like there's a confrontation in some places. It seems to have been a couple of years. As still some of the buildings are still being fixed. So what do you want to have to eat? And he just kind of looks up at you. You still craving sand crab?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember what we talked about with your wings. Make sure you're nice and stretched. And he begins to jog a little bit, and as you're kind of like bouncing, you're like fluttering your wings in rhythm. I need a composure check from you. What was that? Oh, you're getting real choppy. Oh.
It might be just being stupid. Hang on.
Got you a little bit there.
It's gonna be 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
The infinity symbol turned upright.
Wow. He brings you to the western side of the city. Almost as far away from the landslide as possible. You kind of get down, kind of descend some steps into what would be the dockyards. You can see fisheries dotting the coast, a couple of Advalorn ships way out in the distance, just drifting across the ocean. It looks like they're heading towards the city. You kind of shiver a little. Come on, this place has the best sand crab in town. And he brings you to what looks to be like a stone hut that's surrounded by metal-backed chairs with cushions that are cracked and dried in places. The stuffing's kind of pouring out of a little bit. It's an older crab shack.
Okay.
And as you're smelling everything, it's not necessarily that the memory changes. It just almost like accelerates. You just see yourself just shoveling food into your mouth.
Am I even bothering to crack the sand crab? Or am I just eating
No,
it?
not at all. You're just stuffing a whole, like just the whole crab leg into your mouth, the whole body, just everything. And he, he's smiling. You've got as much of an appetite as your old man. He just belches, sits back, pats his belly, just the little bit of like a napkin kind of draped into his collar that covers the gaudy mixed fabric shirt that's just kind of stitched together from a bunch of different styles. And as he kind of lets out a hearty belch, you realize it's nighttime. And you feel cold. Wisdom save, please.
19?
19. Okay. It's... This is where past memories and recent events kind of not necessarily bleed together, but you feel as if you're being watched. And now that it's set into the nighttime, you look out over the dotted torchlights of this recovering city. And you look past, and you can see people coming back in from the landslide portion of the city, up into the mountains. As a black fog begins to slowly drift up over the top. Two burning green eyes, massive, but still indistinct, begin to lift up. No particular shape. But that voice from when you prayed recently echoes. No one seems to notice. You do well to strengthen yourself. Remember what happened and what you fight for. And you bolt upright and you're back in the tavern. Back in your bedroom. A little bit of cold sweat coming down your scales.
You know, I didn't think Liz sweated.
Well, if a dragonborn can sweat, but you got
Okay.
the clammies. You got the clammies in the scale, so it's just extra awkward. Your scales feel even more itchy and uncomfortable than usual.
Oh, I need to go to a bathhouse.
You just hear Liz, not Liz, Six leans up against the threshold. You know,
Yeah, Liz, you fell asleep. You
you don't gotta work yourself that hard. Just doing push-ups.
Liz's mood immediately darkens a little bit, and she just kind of goes, "Yeah, I know."
Besides, you're kind of wasting a bit of energy doing it that way. Mind if I come in with you?
I'm actually just gonna head out. I need to go find a bathhouse that'll let me use a scrubber.
Well, you want some company? I'm not doing anything. So, it's either that or I go out into the city unsupervised.
Already unsupervised.
Well, yeah, but I had a task to complete, so this time I'll be unsupervised and bored.
Honestly, Six, I think you should incite Liz's mood against you.
I can, and I'll do that for you.
I know you know.
I don't think she needs to.
That's fair.
But I'll go ahead and do that for you.
The question is if she remembers.
Yeah. 21.
Yeah, she knows why Liz is mad.
Besides, I mean, I'll give you a chance to chew me out in private.
We are in private.
More private than the patrons down in the lower tavern. Oh, look, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Okay. I was trying to keep the peace. I'm not very good at that yet. And, you know, I started to say a thing, and I'm sorry.
I don't know who we can trust with that sort of information.
No, you're absolutely right, and you know you've got every right to be upset with me. Just I wasn't trying to be malicious. I was trying to be helpful, and yeah, I fucked up. I
think that's why I'm
apologize.
the most upset. I know you weren't trying to be. You were trying to help, and I'm touchy.
No, I get it. I really do. I just won't bring it up in the future. Let you take care of that. But yeah, it's. I'm sorry. That's really all I can say. I made a mistake.
Give me just a moment. Is my mic better now, guys?
Seems to be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
It needed a reset.
Got it.
the reset worked.
Forgive me.
I need some time to be mad, but for the most part,
Okay. Well, suppose I'll let you get
have you
to
ever
it.
been? Have you ever been to Ilsalond?
DM?
No, you have not.
Have you ever had sand crab?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe something like it down in Stonegate, but no, not that far up here.
Maybe we'll pass through on our way back to Advalor. On our way back into Advalor, we can stop by. There's a crab shop I want to stop at to see if it's still there.
Yeah, we can do that. Might even be able to pick up a couple of recipes. I mean, the only crab that I can remember having is like, I don't know, the shit you dig out of the swamp.
So I have a question: how much harder is a sand crab shell than a normal crab?
It's like chewing into a slate.
So a rock. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So Liz was straight up eating rocks.
With meaty insides, yes.
That checks out.
You know, I don't think I've ever had anything that quite has the crunch of a freshly cooked sand crab.
The crunch? You're supposed to take the shell off, you know that, right?
No, I just ate it whole.
But what... She's trying to wrap her head around that because, like, she knows how crab is meant to be prepared and how you're supposed to remove the dead man's fingers from the inside. And she can't process how it is that Liz, as basically an infant, was eating crabs whole and not dying of a bacterial infection. Okay.
Well, they were cooked.
Right.
right?
Okay.
And then they'd be put on the plate, and I would just eat them.
Sorry, I just had a flashback to step 1, open book. Step 1, cook the crab.
We are so
Open the door. Which door? The door to the microwave.
we are
Sorry.
so very different, you and I. We'll stop by if you get the opportunity to. I'd like to try out this sand crab with you.
Is it... Are you not supposed to just eat the crab?
Most people take the shell off, or they, crack the
Liz?
shell, pull the meat out.
Liz looks affronted.
I'll tell you what,
The shell's the best part.
you can have my shell. I'm not gonna eat it.
Okay. I'm just imagining Six now, looking at a sand crab and realizing that's just straight stone.
Okay, so yeah, we'll stop by, get some sand crab, and you can have all of the shells. Alright, I'll get out of your way. Enjoy your bath.
Thanks. Liz goes to find a bath that has a coarse brush that she can use.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm so good at anything intelligence-based. 10.
Ben. It takes a little bit. Getting into the later part of the evening now, about 8ish, 9 o'clock. You've spent like a good hour. It's just meandering amongst the city, and you think of the places that you've been to, and some of the areas that you have yet to explore. And you just kind of meld the two of them together, and you start making your way up the Gale Fleece. Yeah, there's one over this way. And the individual kind of guides you up in that direction. And kind of similarly to the upper level path of your tavern, your rented out rooms, you see a large hut that can easily hold about 100 or so people. That's buttressed up against the Fleece itself, but it's almost like as if the roadway ends leading directly into it before seeing the floor underneath extends out to cover the whole area. And you're greeted by actually a furbolg woman. Okay, hi. We've got brushes, a bit of a variety. We don't have ones for Dragonborn, unfortunately.
Anything rough to help take off some of the scales.
Mm.
Don't really
One
have
second.
anyone to help.
This is actually for lizard folk. And she hands one to you. There's the baths are separated, male and female. I think there's one woman left in the women's section. But by all means, enjoy your time. It'll be a silver.
How long do I have? Or is it just whenever I'm done?
Whenever you're done. But
Right.
we do close at midnight.
What time is it at this point in time?
About 9.
About 9? Okay. Yeah, I'll give him a silver. He gives 5 silver, right?
1 silver.
1 silver. I'll
As you start, as you're gifted just a fur, like a leather loincloth, um, a rougher towel. It just seems to be some kind of animal fur that's been woven tight. You start making your way into the woman's bath section, and you can see uh, split down the middle from where you approach. The women's side is on the left, so it actually gets a nice view out over the city. But the vine walls are still about 5 to 6 feet up, so it's more towards the sky. And there's almost the immediate scent of salt. And while there's a public bath area, there's nobody in it, but there seems to be a couple wooden baths that kind of dot along the exterior wall.
Is it a hot salt
And you-
bath?
And you see a familiar person. Bird Buddy.
Hi.
Hold on.
Is Bird Buddy getting Epsom salt bath?
Yes.
Is she glowing?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Maybe a little bruised.
Yeah,
I'm-
describe how you're.
You know that the hum of somebody who's very happy, where they're just sitting and enjoying, relaxing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that.
Shoulder shimmy.
Hang on. I have something that I need to look up because I keep forgetting it. Liz has a new nickname for Bird Buddy.
Oh.
Hello, Antrixner.
I know. She's very hoarse.
Yeah, I bet she is.
Do you need some honey?
Hear this.
I had some lemon.
Not that kind of honey.
Oh.
I probably grab some.
Liz goes and makes her way into the water to start softening up the dead skin, basically.
If you're here, that means you have some scale trouble. What's up?
Scales. They itch. All of them.
She waves. Liz over. Come on, I'll help.
You are recovering from a very fun night, it sounds like.
I don't have to move much to pick a scale at a time. Get your scaly ass over here and tell me about it.
Liz,
You tell me, I'll tell you
about
everything. I am curious how a dragonborn does this. So, you tell me, I'll tell you.
fair trade. And it gets Liz's mind off of things too, so she'll take it.
That's it. That's the extent of what I was gonna do.
Before Bird Buddy does start picking off scales, Liz does take the brush and brush off a majority of everything. How much scales are coming off of her, John?
Enough to piss off the pool boy.
Liz is out of the pool.
Give me a roll a d100.
D100?
It'd be really funny if Pool Boy was just Kale cosplaying as a pool boy.
45.
Okay. This is where, while you've never actually seen it yourself, Bird Buddy, as Dragonborns are still fairly rare in Desert Ore. They tend to be closer to the mountains and the deeper swamps for Torshab. And you start realizing something might be a little off when Liz not necessarily panics, but just begins to like, geez, oh my God, as roughly 45% of her body begins to flake off a little bit of dried scale, shedding skins, just bits of chunks just kind of come off her bicep. Like almost her entire right calf just comes
Liz
off like a
has
sock.
told Baby that this happens sometimes.
Okay,
So
okay.
Baby expects this.
Yeah, but
Which has been a while.
yeah, it's been a while. So like even for Liz, it's just like holy crap, my self care is just woo.
It's been a while.
No. It also probably feels amazing.
Mhm.
But the 45% that is off brings attention to the 55% that isn't, doesn't it?
No, it's just like 45% of your body is in need of a shed. It's not like the rest of
Okay.
it. Just yeah, it's just that's roughly the percentage of your body that needed to be scraped.
Okay. And there's probably bits that I need help getting because they're just too small for the brush to do anything.
Yep.
Which is where Mage Hand and BB's candy claws come in handy.
How much shiny
I gotta
were all the scales?
Very shiny, especially with the hot salt bath just like lingering in the air. It's just added a nice additional shine. I'm more curious as to how much BB's enjoying this, as it's pretty much like peeling a sunburn skin, just like little sheets.
It's distracting.
Does Bird Buddy steal some?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gotta make a necklace like for later.
Like a resin cast necklace?
Yep.
Okay.
And then they just exchange experiences.
Oh my.
Liz is a lot more adventurous than even Six thinks she would be.
Think it's
And yet
the
there's-
next time he sees her husband.
And yet there's still some stuff in that hidden chamber that is even a dead. Jeez.
From Liz, yeah. Maybe not G's, but you have to tell me how that worked.
You see, like you say that as if Six has any idea what it's even like to begin with.
That's fair.
BB expects Ruby to know, but doesn't expect Six to know anything.
So we could just the what's the right word? The boop.
Mm.
The sensor blurb.
Yep.
That's just Liz and Sick and Bird Buddy's conversation here in the bath.
Oh, yeah, we actually don't have the sensor. Damn.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, no, the closest thing that we got to a beep is just yeah.
No, yeah. It's just beep, and then he beep, and then he beep, and then he beep, and then I.
There it is.
There you go.
And then we went over to the window and beep.
But yeah, Liz does remind Bird Buddy that they do have to be out by midnight at some point.
That's fine. BB's just can tell that Liz needs distracting, and that's pretty much what this is for.
Okay.
We probably arrive back around when Ruby's coming back. If only so that Ruby can be like, your scales.
This would actually, if anything, the rest of the party would already be back.
Okay.
Either having wait upstage, have been waiting for you guys. Otherwise, they'd be fast asleep. We can get in the next morning. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Liz
It's up to all of
asks-
you.
Liz has words, but
well,
sorry.
Sorry. I'm up in my room, at the little table they have in there, just whittling.
Will is actually reading the Book of Abyssal at the table in his own room with Liz and Bibi.
They have this entire conversation back all the way back to the tavern. That just stick a bookmark and we'll have to go over the details of that later.
Right?
Hold on. Give me a.
Oh boy.
So I
Wanna hear the
I rolled
elephant?
it. I rolled a. I rolled a composure check for the crowd. For like the few lingering people that kind of like meandering amongst the city. It's not until you guys get back to the tavern that there's a few people just giving you a wide berth, like turning their heads away. You say something in particular that perks up a couple, and then they kind of chuckle, and then they sneak off into a back alley. Yeah.
Inspiration and horror alike.
Are we also being circled by those things?
Yes. I don't think Liz has the passive for it though.
Okay.
Just a Griffin Rider overhead. And then he... Oh, God.
So the headboard is.
What headboard?
And they were roommates.
Oh, Jesus.
Or Iris is probably just about going to sleep, but as they come within mental detection, all of a sudden she gets images like, ah!
Specifically from Liz. Didn't know Dragonborn worked that way.
I didn't know she bent that way.
Better yet, I didn't know he bent that way.
Oh, we are so derailed at the moment. Let's bring it back.
Yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't have anything for the night, we can fast forward to the next.
No, Bibi goes up, watches Will read, and just
Okay.
pokes him, and that's about it. Because Bibi don't sleep.
Fair enough.
He
A lot of
just
poking going on today.
he would have just said, "Hey, you two,"
Catching
and
up
that's
on
all he'd
some
say.
Light reading.
Yeah. Apparently, this is. I know you didn't know, but this is the language that Mr. False speaks, and I'm just trying to understand it better. Because the only reason I know what he wrote was because, I knew what I was writing, so figured it'd help.
Bibi's just gonna lean over her shoulder. Try to learn too.
I think
Be as annoying as possible until Liz falls asleep, back asleep, or anything.
I think for the first time, you see, as part of her routine of going to bed before everything happened, she would pray while she polished her horns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first time, you guys actually see her, and it's not out loud prayer, but it's kind of the internal reciting specific prayers.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually goes through and does her horns for the first time since you've met her.
Intrigued, but quiet, letting Liz have her moment.
So you're saying that she's polishing her horn before bed?
Horns.
Jesus
I
Christ.
know how lizard anatomy works.
All right.
I know lizard
Before-
anatomy.
Before bed, Liz, Give me a D20. Straight D20.
16.
16. Okay. I will ask you. Actually, no, I won't. Given the
Recent encounters I've had.
not necessarily the recent encounters, more the recent conversations. As you fall asleep, you think of the conversations. You think of you think of home. You think of Ilsalon. You think of the church. You just think. And as you focus on as you focus on the more of the distractions and like back and forth discussions that you had with BB, you begin to fall asleep and you find yourself sitting upright in a very, very familiar bed. It is a it is a four-post bed, somewhat sheer curtains at each corner block out the rest of the bedroom. The large, ornate, versatile headboard. But you can kind of sit up and put your feet onto the stonework. Sandstone. There's rugs. It's exquisitely decored. But not much of the decoration was you, as much as it was inspired by you. And you hear a voice. Come on, we're going to be late. Bit nasally, high-pitched, excited. Masculine. Coming from the connected bathroom.
You say as you're still doing your makeup.
I mean, I didn't get a chance to since I spent so much time taking care of your horns and getting all your clothes set up.
Yeah. I'm getting them on.
Okay. And as you kind of throw your clothes on, they are well folded and just elegantly presented on the dresser, the silvered mirror, the pointed in the middle before it swoops down and out and back, and then down to the sides, almost looking like wings, etched with draconic diamond at the very center in the middle, but no other gemstones. You take a look at the clothes, and stylish as they are, a little exorbitant for your own style, but he wanted to match. And as you hear gentle clops as he steps out from the bathroom, you see a long, flowing dress, a little bit of pant legs, but peeking down at the bottom, that get to about the shin. Bangles and anklets adorning his hooves, matching bracelets. The fabric itself is shimmering silk that shifts between dark blue, light blue, little hints of silver, matching horn ornaments as Cade comes out and poses. So what do you think? Think I'll steal the show?
You always do.
Well, he kind of chuckles. With such showmanship as the church enjoys, I'm glad I got to steal something else. And he walks up behind you, rests his head on your shoulder, looks at you in the mirror. Then you wake up. And BB, you would notice
She's probably crying.
it crying, but the crack of a smile.
Maybe she's gonna absolutely go over to the lizard and then just be a big spoon.
I think he and Cor would be friends.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're related. They act sounds like they act just alike.
I will say that Will is still awake, but now he is writing.
Okay, so you're up through the night.
Yeah, he's
Alright.
delving back deep, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. If that's the case, go ahead and mark an exhaustion point.
Okay.
You're gonna ruin your sleep schedule, dude.
He is completely ignoring them.
BB's gonna poke the lizard, says the lizard that is woken up from the dream crying.
It's a good memory.
Good.
I just miss the simpler times.
Sorry, I have a visitor.
I hear the visitor.
Kitty.
Annoying kitty. I shouldn't have that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if you got the message, Iris.
I didn't catch that either. You were really quiet.
I was getting a Samuel's attention for Iris.
It'd probably be a lot later at night, but Iris gonna wake up. She had already had yet another remembering of being down in the dark, and she's gonna sneak into the bedroom with Liz and Vale and just curl up into their cuddle pile, shuddering slightly.
It literally
Well,
made a pile.
Will didn't even hear her come in or anything. He is just so focused on writing things down.
Alright.
I'll play the game of how many people can fit on one bed.
It's not a bed. It's a pallet.
Yeah, baby made a nest.
That is a bit big for beds here. At least the, smaller beds for normal-sized folk.
Yeah.
Because they gave her a normal-sized one because she was a child when we got here.
Yeah.
And then a teenager.
That they did.
And now she's big. Very big.
She's just gonna look over at Vale and just smile. Sorry, bad dream.
Liz just reaches up and pats Iris on the head. She doesn't play with the ears or anything, but just between the ears. You can sleep here if you want.
I'm trying not to make it a habit. Just needed to know I was safe.
Iris, you were among friends and you're always welcome.
Don't like being down in the dark again.
Well, Liz has got fire. She can light a torch for us all, and I think I can maybe light a candle. I don't know. I can make things sparkle if it helps.
I can't reliably use fire anymore, though.
You could do fire. Shush! I'm trying to make her feel better.
I mean, I could also do the whole light beam that I did accidentally, remember?
That was really bright.
Hey, it beats the dark, though, right?
And at that point, Will just finally stopped writing, puts his papers away, and goes to bed.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Brittle put in the chat.
Thank you, John, for breaking it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All right, we can continue on.
Yeah.
She just kind of curls up in between the two of them and eventually falls asleep.
Okay. Alrighty. So, continuing on to the next morning.
I will DM you what Will was writing.
Alright. Continuing on the next morning, we'll pick up just after breakfast. Your bags are packed. Getting ready to head out.
DM.
It would have.
I stayed up for, till like the wee hours of the morning, but I did end up going to bed for, as much rest as possible. But I'm leaving a 19 plus 4's worth of carved wooden rabbit in the room.
Just leaving it? Just leaving it? Okay.
Yep.
Ruby's asleep. She's getting her beauty sleep while she can.
Alrighty. 19 plus 4. It's pretty good. It's you're certainly improving. Not professional by any sense, but it's easily your best work to date.
Yep, and it's not like an action shot thing or anything like that. It's just, as close to a lifelike bunny, just seated.
Okay. Alrighty. So, we'll pick up after breakfast. Bags are packed. As you guys are finishing up, you you hear the familiar pitter patter, if not a little bit sluggish, of a graying, older goblin man. So are we all ready to head out? And stump.
Ready we can be.
Man, she
Yeah.
wore you out, didn't she?
Gentleman doesn't say. But yes. Anyway, now, what are... He kind of points to the bellows. Are we taking those somewhere?
Yeah, I'm carrying them. That actually is a fair point. Someone's gonna need to ride Lady.
Yeah.
I didn't catch you there, V.
I can.
Okay. Take it easy on her, okay? She is a lady after all.
Is it
Trust
alright
me,
if
I
I ride
know.
with you?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm not sure what you guys have for transportation in terms of storing that thing, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
I'm carrying
Unless
it
you're going to be carrying it you're going to be carrying it every day, though.
every day.
He's training.
Training.
Sounds like torture to me.
Most training is when you start.
Okay. Well, I'll do what I can for hydration and potions. And he kind of claps and kind of rubs his palms together.
Net 24 to pick this thing up.
Fair enough. Wow.
Just the most
And there,
impressed,
it's just-
unimpressed. Wow.
It's just he says it like that. His cheeks say otherwise.
Trust me, Stump, she isn't interested.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But as you all make your way up the earthen fleece back to the gondolas, you take the metal gondola all the way back up, down the tower, into the stables.
Surprised how sturdy they are with that weight.
These ones were the metal ones. The ones going in and out of the city were still the metal ones, not the wooden platforms.
Yeah, and the stairs in the tavern were replaced.
Yep. But we'll...
Ruby might notice once we get out into the sun, Liz's scales are actually shining a little bit, and so are her horns.
Ruby looks at her. Are you glowing?
Shut up.
You look fabulous. Oh my gosh.
You really are looking fabulous.
She literally starts to make a low grumbling noise. It's not a growl fully.
Just like
Now,
grumpy dog.
I can't say you're pretty.
Well, back on the road.
Let's not pester her for enjoying the nightlife or shopping, whatever it might have been. And you can see Stump kind of like leans out from in front of Ruby as you're beginning to.
That
all of you.
actually invokes an actual growl in his direction.
Oh, and just ducks back in, and then you realize you might have been a little duped, Ruby, as he's now has your boobs as a hat.
He looks at him. This is lasting for an hour, and if I feel your hands anywhere else but that saddle horn, I'm kicking you off.
Understood. It just straightens up. Just begins to enjoy himself as all of you begin to make your way westward. But before we start getting into rolls, Bird Buddy, with your passive perception, you'll have been well aware of the added ravens that are darting amongst the shadow. One for each of you and your friends. But you can immediately pick up on the presence of another creature. Small, about the same size, but your ravens don't seem threatened by it.
Are they flying with it?
Give me a perception check. Need to be active.
Oh, it's a base 18 plus 11.
Plus 11.
29.
It's flying with them. And as you're trying to figure out the location, you look over to the right, and gently, to the left, gently, still flying, but like a little bit of a struggle. There seems to be a bright pink wyvern, tiny, with a roll of parchment kind of harnessed into its chest. And it's just kind of, and it just lands into the cart. All of you would recognize this as Digit. Neosai Fair is familiar.
I shout, Ruby, your boyfriend sent you a letter.
My boyfriend. She'll look up to wherever Bird Buddy's likely pointing. Oh, Digit. And she'll pull Lady back over to where Digit's at, and she'll hold the arm out for Digit.
It'll kind of clamber over Bird Buddy up under your arm. It's poor thing's struggling. It's falling far away.
I'll go ahead and take the weight off and let it rest. Like, chill here for a bit, bud. And I'll see what's in the scroll.
Okay. Opening it
Did
up.
a wonderful job, little guy.
Wyvern cooing chirps. Insert sound here. But as you unfurl, the parchments, it's actually a few. One is addressed to all of you. Simply says, I hope you all are safe on your adventures and faring well. I've had to return to Advalor, but I will do my best to be back in the neutral zone. 5-ish months, if that. I've had business to attend to. I wish you all well. Signed with Feyre, and the F is over the top of a pink scale, drawn into the parchment. P.S.
I'll read that out for everyone.
P.S. I'm hoping to see you all, especially that Genasi. And there's a winky face.
I don't read that last part out, but I do read the whole of the...
But as you unfurl it, you notice that just like leafing through the last four, the 4 other pieces of parchment, there are 3 letters, each with different handwriting. All 3 are addressed to Liz. And the 4th one seems to be some kind of a flyer or town crier parchment.
Ruby will write over the Liz and hold them out. Here.
Thanks. Liz is in her usual spot, next to or behind Bird Buddy.
No,
Yep.
However,
under Bird Buddy's in her lap.
that's what I mean by behind.
Well, yeah, I guess. For purposes of travel, BB can travel as Bird.
Yeah. The first one is very familiar. Signed GW with a golden scale. Liz, I've heard you made some acquaintances, as well as one in particular. And I'm curious to see how you're doing. I've reached out to those I could. I don't know if he'll be sending anything through Digit. I'm with you 100%. Stay strong. Be safe. And the second sheet is signed Warden Imradel. I'm glad you're making it. As much as it's been for everyone, I'm glad to know you're safe. thriving as much as you can. I'm sure by now you've heard I'm working in Stonegate. Based out of an old district you used to go to.
Robo, 1 second.
So, yeah.
It's me that's Robo, not you.
Is it? Okay, continue.
But I'm glad you're doing well. I've recently been promoted, and I'm working out of a familiar district you would know outside of your choice. Though we never... And there's a noticeable pause as you can notice the level of dryness of the ink.
It's also probably like, when you rest your pen too long on a page.
It actually seems more of like a couple days.
Okay.
I've learned some things of how ignorant we were. And I'm still trying to process. If the day ever comes where we can share a drink, they're on me. The third one is signed Wonder. And it's short. The two of you risked so much and dragged so many people down. And then you left them behind. I hope I don't see you again. And then you get to the fourth page. Seems to be, at least what faces you is really quickly at the top of it. You recognize it as your mentor's handwriting. This seems to have been sent separately, but Digit came back for it. Went back for it and then came back out here. What is going on? When you find a chance, reach out to me. And as you pull the sheet, I need a wisdom save from you.
7.
7. Bird Buddy, I'll need a quick animal handling check from you.
Bird Buddy, so part of the thing is, Liz can't read these papers without, having them up to her nose, so Bird Buddy got to read all of her mail.
Yeah. But I'll need an animal handling check from you, Bird Buddy.
Animal handling at advantage is a natural 26.
Perfect. All of you will hear a sudden gasp as Liz stands up, almost pitching Bird Buddy off of her. Before Bird Buddy is able to kind of wrangle the axe beats and get them settled, the cart comes to a stop.
Oh, thank fuck.
The flyer.
Lean against the cart. God.
The flyer is a news article. Traitors to the church in Advalor. Wyverns be warned. And the image is a figure that's been impaled through the chest against a sandstone wall. Simplistic black jacket, slacks, a wyvern mask, red, but the build doesn't seem to be Ulrich. There's a rope around its neck, holding the head up as the hands and feet are also nailed to the stone wall. And resting on either side of this figure's shoulders are rotting red dragonborn wings. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Motherfucker.
Yay, D&D!
By the way, that was totally my idea. I gave him that idea 100%. And I'm not sorry, guys.
Don't be.
I fear not. You just like hurting your characters.
Now, there is actual context to it that I'll explain to at least the party later.
Yeah, we can explain that later.
Okay.
For right now, I am going to go ahead and raid off to Mr. Brunswick. He's currently playing some Halo, so
All right.
yeah. Looks like he's playing
Change of
Campaign Evolved, which I believe is combat.
remake of the first one.
Yes, it's the remake of the first one with some different lines and what have you. That I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Fair
Okay.
enough.
In either case, I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow, probably, for Waifu Wednesday. Good
Bye,
night!
guys.
Like there.
Good night.